Nitara is very much a rushdown character. Pretty much all of her good strings and abilities rely on you being close up and personal with the opponent. Her single ranged ability, Bloody Bolt, kinda sucks. It requires sacrificing some of your health and it has a decent amount of startup before firing, which is bad for a ranged ability. However, the one thing that's really good about Bloody Bolt is the fact that it makes Nitara airborne, which is where she thrives. Air Dash. Nitara has the ability to perform air dashes while airborne. These are dashes that can be performed in all directions and it can be performed from air combos as well. It is essential for most of Nitara's high damaging combos. Bad Blood. This is a high hitting ability and Nitara's only armored move. I can say with great confidence it's probably the worst armored move in the game. Not only is the range on this ability short, but it hits high, which means it's quite easily duckable. It's not even good when it hits, as it only does damage and nothing more. It does give Nitara a lot of hit advantage, which means you could go for a low or overhead mix-up, but Nitara's overhead is easily blocked, so it's not a real mix-up. Quick Taste is Nitara's bread and butter ability. This ability is the core of Nitara as it's used for whiff punishes and combo extensions. It's got great range and does very good amount of damage. It is a high hitting ability, so it's duckable, meaning if somebody makes a good read and ducks, you will pay a great price. Leap of Faith is a pretty good anti-air, especially as it allows you to combo when meter burned. So if you have good reactions, you can get a lot of damage from punishing jump ins. However, this ability completely misses grounded targets. Only issue is that it has no armor, therefore it can be interrupted if mistimed as an anti-air. Bloody Bolt. This is Nitara's only ranged projectile ability, and like many other projectiles in Mortal Kombat, it can be done mid, close, or far distance. It is a mid-hitting ability with plenty of pushback. The fact that it is a mid-hitting projectile on its own should make it a great ability. However, this ability requires setup. It requires both blood sacrifice and plenty of startup frames. This ability puts Nitara airborne, and therefore it allows her to perform all of her airborne abilities, such as the air dash, dive kick, and quick taste, which means it allows you to get a great deal of damage from landing this ability. While Bloody Bolt seems like it's worth the blood sacrifice, it is not easy to land because it has a great deal of startup and no armor. Therefore, it's pretty hard to find a good situation where it would be useful. Dark Plunge is Nitara's dive kick. It is a great ability which helps close the distance, extend combos, and start them. This ability is highly punishable on block and hits mid. Also, it is not the fastest dive kick around. Overall, it is a core move and is used pretty much everywhere in Nitara's kit, especially for setups. Blood Sacrifice. On its own, Blood Sacrifice does nothing but damages you, which seems like a pretty bad strategy. However, it's essential to make this sacrifice to gain access to Nitara's Bloody Bolt ability as well as other bonuses for her other abilities, such as healing from Quick Taste. In terms of cameos, you can pretty much pick any cameo you like, as Nitara is a very solid character on her own. But my two picks would be Sareena and Goro. Sareena allows Nitara to perform high damage combos and gives Nitara's single advancing mid safer combo ability potential, which you otherwise wouldn't have, since the only way to get a combo from it using the base Nitara kit would be by going for Quick Taste, which is not safe, and since the forward one is not conformable, you would have to commit to it. Another thing that Nitara misses is a quick projectile, and again, Sareena provides that. It is also possible to combo full screen when landing Sareena's boomerangs, which is really good for catching people off guard, since most likely they won't be blocking against Nitara full screen. Goro is another great option for a cameo, as Goro will cover you when performing risky dive kicks and raw quick tastes. Goro also unlocks different combo paths that otherwise would not be possible. As mentioned before, Nitara is really good at setting up for other characters, which means that she can set up Goro's unblockable stomp quite well and makes for hard to block situations. When playing Nitara, you want to be up close and personal with your opponent. While her range is lacking, she more than makes up for it with her rushdown. The amount of damage she outputs from pretty much all of her combo strings is kinda ridiculous and at very low cost, as you can do upwards of 35% without having to spend a single bar, depending on the cameo you pick. Therefore, you will always want to try and close the distance between you and the opponent.